Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Bitcoin, frankly, did a whole lot of nothing over the last 24 hours, but I think there's an opportunity for us to have a little bit more of an exciting day today. Loki, hey, how you doing? Oh, look at you. Up. He says he says slow. He ran a lot today, then ate a lot of food fast, then threw up, and then he's been kind of sleeping, so kind of keeping an eye on him for today. He's been having a lot of energy. But anyway, like I was saying, a lot of stuff went down today as far as, the stock market was concerned, the crypto markets. Bitcoin stayed sideways, nothing wrong with that. It's been doing some sideways action for a while now. We did close lower than where we were yesterday. That's not the best of signs since we're kind of back at that support level. But if we're going to continue to consolidate like this, well, that means we're probably going to be going up. And we'll be talking about the technicals, the possibility of a downward move, a higher move, all that type of stuff here. And then on top of that, I was trying to look for news to talk with you guys about today, like just general news. And there wasn't really much that I saw on CNBC or CoinDesk. So this stream is going to be pretty laid back and pretty chill. Nothing crazy going on here. We'll be looking for some of these altcoins really making some higher moves, some of them that are not making some higher moves. And then we'll focus in on maybe some of these AI tokens that are still having some really good gains right now, despite other altcoins maybe going more sideways and stuff, or some maybe just coming down, some still soaring themselves. But AI tokens seem to be doing very, very, very well right now. And so I'm hoping I'll have more opportunities to buy up even more, okay? So, hey, Nicholas, happy to see you. Loki says hello, as you just saw a few minutes ago, wherever he went. And hey, Michael, happy to see you back, man, as well. Okay, guys, a few things. Let me just go over here towards Bitcoin. So, we haven't really had an event where we've actually seen all of the daily oscillators and all the daily technicals pointing to Bitcoin going down. We're not there yet, but I think today is going to be a big day towards that. We're going to need to see Bitcoin probably in the next 24 to 36 hours have a pretty significant push to the upside here, which is definitely possible to get me out of this, I'm afraid we're going to drop down to like $48,000 zone. If we start dropping down to $48,000, I think it is going to be a buying opportunity, but I'm just afraid that, people are going to get shaken out, all that type of normal stuff that happens anytime Bitcoin falls down a couple thousand dollars, okay? So let's zoom in here on the daily chart just to show you what I'm talking about here. See that? We're almost negative. Everything else, it's already bearish, right? Stochastic's been bearish for a hot minute, but that's just the momentum stalled. It's nothing crazy. RSI, we've gone back from oversold to kind of going more back into maybe neutral territory, but still in the oversold camp, just because we're at the high oversold. I know it's kind of hard to see right here, but high oversold, high oversold range, but not in the higher one right there. And then on top of that, right back where I was at here, the MACD, let me scroll this down a little bit more. Why does this feel off here? Everything here just feels off, even in auto. Am I zoomed in quite a bit? No, I'm not. Okay, doesn't matter. But anyway, usually when we have these type of effects where everything is pointing to us coming down, we do take somewhat of a dip. Now, the good thing about all this is I'm not predicting something like a move of like $40,000, $35,000, nothing like that. Really, because the weekly charts, as we've talked about here, they still seem to be going strong. And oh my gosh, I got so much dog hair on my desk right now that it keeps on messing with my laser thing on my my mouse. Here we go. I forget. I'm leaning back in my chair right now because it just feels a little bit easier because I've had a long day. But I forget how small my head looks, and if I'm not like leaning forward versus leaning back. I'm gonna stay leaning back though because I get my little head pillow here and it feels nice. But anyway, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, there we go. You can see that the RSI, it's positive, maybe gonna turn negative. The stochastic is positive, maybe it'll get more neutral here, but it still hasn't come back down. It's still angling upwards because last week, of course, was such a great week. And then, of course, the MACD over here, still going strong. We don't see any negative moves right here. It looks like if you're expecting something maybe below a $45,000 or $48,000, that might happen in a few weeks if things don't turn out well. But right now, there's not enough for me to say, hey, we're going to be dropping below 48,500, 49,000. Really getting way below those levels doesn't seem practical at this point. Now, it's nice to see all the momentum still going ahead, and that's the main point here. So any dip that we might get over the next few days, like we've talked about a few here, to me, it's just going to be another buying opportunity. Hopefully, we can kind of just stay above this 20-day moving average. It's not the biggest thing here, as you guys might imagine, but it does have its uses. The 50-day is slowly creeping back up here. Again, it feels like March might be seeing a little bit more action here than the end of February. So maybe it could a little bit of a sideways move for the next week or so. Expect things to get a little bit more drastic over here in March. But, really, at this point in time, because we're kind of at this little impasse here with this little bit of a dip possibly coming, that does give us an opportunity for people to kind of get shaken out, people to come back and buy in, and then the whales push us up for something of a larger move coming up. And that's what I hope happens right now. Even if we have something of a smaller move down, what would this move be down to if it went down to like 48,000 or 49,000? If it went down to 49,000, it'd be about a $2,000 move. That's not terrible, but that's probably like a dollar range. It is actually pretty large, but you guys get what I'm saying here. Last time we had all the negative moves, it was way back over here. Worked out. It came down a little bit. But even during this time here, if you go over here to the weekly chart, we're seeing a lot of lag right now on TradingView. I don't know what the heck it is. You can see that the weekly charts were still doing okay. They were still positive. It was only when the RSI turned negative over here, I guess, and then stochastic negative over here, that you saw maybe a little bit more of a dip. But overall, it was still fine. We never had everything pointing to a downward move, and I think that does matter here, especially when you're talking about the MACD. And so I'm patiently just waiting for such a nice opportunity here to buy. Because of what we've seen over the last few days, I would say on top of this, guys, from this daily chart, it doesn't look like much has been happening, but if I go over here to maybe a 1-hour chart, and we see some of these moves have caused altcoins to have some pretty bad days in some circumstances. There are a few that have been doing just fine, like the AI tokens and stuff like that, but there are still a decent amount of tokens that really haven't had solid moves just yet, and I think that's important. Usually the ones that have the worst moves, to me, those ones have been those tokens that have pretty much run up, like 100% plus, and they're just like chilling out. They're waiting for an excuse just to come back down for shorts to hop into them. That's more of the things that have been like really, really bad. And even then, they've gone up so much, you're probably not going to care. It's those people that hop in really late. They're the ones that end up suffering during those types of events. So before I start answering you guys' questions and just talking about some general stuff here, we're going to do this lag on TradingView is getting worse day by day, I feel like, and it's annoying. There you go. All right. So you see Bitcoin right here. And in fact, let's actually open this up all the way. So we're just looking at the Bitcoin chart. So just the charts, not the oscillators. Bitcoin still doing okay. It looks like it could have a little bit of a pullback here, but nothing too insane. Ethereum still doing fine. Had a little bit more of a pullback, but again, it's already back up here. It's like it's hovering right around $3,000, just right underneath it. It's fine. ADA, how's ADA doing? Consolidating, wasn't able to make a new high over here, which kind of sucked, but I still have to say it's in a pretty good spot. It's still consolidating. We'll give it a few days. Maybe it could actually pump back up here to 64, 65 cents. I am afraid of a double top if things get nasty with Bitcoin, but ultimately, I am going to be waiting for something of a shorter term reversal when it comes to ADA here. I've been hearing a lot of people try to pump this up online. I think they've been doing it for a while, but I think I've been seeing a lot more on Twitter or X. Surprisingly, there we go. Well, not surprisingly for this one. Dogecoin still grinding up here. Did manage to break out here, but it's still having a hard time breaking above the December highs. Hopefully it can go higher. The momentum is there for it. The golden cross is there for it. We've been bouncing off of this old level of support. Things are working out okay, but it's really when you go over here to the weekly chart where you're like, okay, please Dogecoin, have a surge, continue to break out. Don't start breaking back down below 0.077. That's the part where I think Dogecoin may fall all the way back down to like below 7 cents, and that would be the bad thing. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's just kind of the bad scenario, if you will. Now, we talk about this one every now and again because it pretty much does nothing, and which is why like you buy and you wait for it to pop. Well, if you bought it and you waited for it to pop, it popped today. If you guys sold, awesome. If you guys are waiting for a larger move, still awesome. Just make sure you guys have your stop losses. This is one of those last tokens where we were just basically praying and hoping it would actually have a pretty solid move. And it looks like through today's move, it went up as far as 47%, 48%. Not bad if you ask me. But it did take a little bit of waiting here for that to occur. Ape token finally had that rally that we were talking about. Coming back down, though, it pretty much hit that level of resistance, broke above it, wasn't able to close above it, and it got smacked back down. And now instead of being around 188, we're at 169. So it could use some work here. But basically still in an uptrend. Barely. We'll see what happens next. But, I'll go faster a little bit here through these next few ones. Arbitrum breaking down a little bit. Classic breakdown. Heading for a couple support levels here. I might actually buy some probably around 175 or so. And then if it does break down again, I might even double down at 163 with the stop loss probably a little bit closer to 147. This is a little bit more of a swing trade type of thing. The easier way to do this for Arbitrum is just to wait for the breakout. I don't want to wait for the breakout. I want to buy in a little bit low if possible. Or if there's a smaller breakout before this breakout, I might actually take that action there. All right. But let's just kind of go through the most of these. AXS still doing fine. Had a pretty good move. The last time we talked about this was the breakout. The breakout worked. Went up higher. Nice. Just had a breakout right here. Maybe I can draw that for you guys. There you go. Just broke out. Was it right here? I can't even tell. I should probably have the magnet on. Oh, okay, yes, I was wrong. It just broke out right there, and it did perfectly. Went up, hit the resistance levels over here. You can imagine that order block right there. Got knocked back down, but ultimately still in a nice uptrend at this moment in time. Hopefully it can continue going higher. Anything else going higher? I think BNB was going higher a few days ago. Yeah, not so much right now, but the day just started. BNB is still moving up quite a bit. I think Binance is very happy about this, and for everybody that might have fears about Binance, they're not going anywhere. The government can't allow them to go anywhere here. This one, XRP, dark horse candidate right now, just because it hasn't been doing anything for such a long time. This might have an opportunity to have a pretty large pop. I haven't been the most optimistic on this one. I hold a lot of it. It's mostly for long-term holding and not really so much day trading or even swing trading. But it hasn't done anything great as of late. So I'm hoping that we could see something here that makes it go a little bit higher. And to kind of cement this point here about XRP, if we go over here to coinmarketcap.com, I'll remove my beautiful head and we'll go right here. See XRP right here? Last 90 days, XRP is down 12%, okay? You think about top 10 or top 11? No, Dogecoin moved to number 11. Dogecoin's up 7, Tron is up 32, AVAX is up 75, ADA is at 52, XRP down 12, Solana up 78, BNB up 64, Ethereum up 43, and Bitcoin up 36. Something's going on with XRP, and I'm not entirely sure. Matic up 30, Polkadot up 42, and Link up 25. Something's up with XRP, and I'm just not really sure. This thing, if things start turning a little bit more sour, you may see XRP actually start moving down to the top 8 or 9 and not being up here, in the number 6 spot. I'm watching it closely. It's just nothing's happening with it. Like a whole lot of nothing here, which is like surprising because I was really hoping it would have that breakout, go a lot higher. I'm still anticipating some type of breakout, but I don't know when anymore. Just have to wait for it to actually have that actual, move. Until that happens, I am being very, 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 very patient. It looks like it won't happen for maybe a week or two unless something really parabolic happens. And this is a weekly chart, so it's gonna take some time. However, on the daily chart right here, there you go. You might be able to swing in something like this here. Maybe we'll have a smaller breakout that moves us up here towards maybe 60 cents from 55 to 60, 54 to 60. That could be it. XRP has not been doing the best here. Any other ones that have been moving here? Bitcoin Cash, we don't have to talk about that one. There's so many tokens here. I don't want to talk about them too much. Matic, the breakout's still going. A lot of volatility here. A lot of people probably got shaken out on that massive drop right here, but ultimately, if you were able to buy at the breakout and sell up here, I think you're still happy with those results. A few other ones here. ICP. All right, still grinding. I'm waiting for this to take another leg up here. ID token. I'm not trading this. I haven't been trading it since it came over here, but there's some opportunities if you guys want to play around with this one. Very volatile, very dangerous, but a high risk, high reward type of scenario. Spell token's down a little bit here. Oh, Spell token had a pretty good day though. Had a pretty good lunch. This might have been like a, what, 60%, 70%, 84%. Damn, that's pretty nice. This is something that's a little bit harder to get. This is an older metaverse token. I've been buying this for quite a bit of time, and I maybe am just now getting into some decent profit. but this thing has been it's been going down for a hot minute here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. It did get rejected by a level of resistance. That means maybe next week it can continue to try to break up above it, but spell token seems to be good. And the last few that I'll talk about here, and we can always go into depth about any of the other ones you guys want to talk about, is RNDR. Still grinding day by day. We talked about the breakout here. It broke out. Nice move. A little bit of breakout there. Maybe a breakout happening here. This one seems like it wants to come down a little bit more, but I'm patiently watching. World token, WLD. I know we've talked about this one at length because I bought quite a bit of it, but that last breakout's been doing fine. It's still managing to have these higher highs here, which is pretty intense because it, just like a lot of other stuff, it got whiplashed. But with with Nvidia, it had that second rebirth here, and it seems like that's what's keeping it going. And the same thing with Ajax, rebirth after the Nvidia thing, Fetch AI, rebirth after the Nvidia thing. And I think even right now, I don't even think my overall portfolio has grown too much because there's some tokens that have gone down and some tokens that have gone up. Oh yeah, we're up a little bit more. I think during the crash we were down to 2,000. Now we're up to like $2,690. It looks like Ajax is still up a little bit more, but see now Bonk is negative. Now Ace is negative. Ape token's back to being negative. Big Time is back to being negative. We have a lot of minor stuff. It looks like making smaller gains that kind of add up to something, like SCLR seller. I don't know what you want to call that one. Yeah, you can see when I bought it was probably over here on a dip. Came back up and now it's barely good to go. Anything else? That's Fetch AI, that one's still up around $700. Front is up $32. Nothing's really up crazy though. Liquidity's down, meme is down now. OGN's up about $50 from here, 27%, and NKN is up around 25% or $50. That's interesting. Oh yeah, so I just bought the breakout here. Nothing more, nothing less. I think we actually talked about that. Yeah, I think we actually bought this live with you guys. So far, it's doing fine. But yeah, so far portfolio is still growing, I would say, but we're definitely seeing some altcoins come back down, and some are just kind of going sideways as some of those lucky ones are kind of going boom here. There you go. I wanted to check some of these longer trades. I was going to do some swing trades here, and I was going to log in. And what I was going to try to do was just hold them for maybe a week or two and see where they go. But now I'm not entirely sure that, there you go. I'm not entirely sure if I want to leave them for a little bit longer, or I just want to scale out of some of those shorter ones and then wait to see if I can buy more or try another pairing here pretty soon and see how they do. Because right now, I know it's hard to see here. Luckily, my face is still out of the way. But these positions, remember, these are just small positions. Most of my money's all tied up in Fairdesk, or different Fairdesk accounts, I guess. But XAI with the 2x leverage, that one ended up going up 15%. Liquidity is down 0.4%. TLM is up 14%. Lena is up 3%. XVG is up 3%. RSR is up 17%. That one's pretty nice. Lever is up 7%. Reef is up 8%. Dent is up 22%. Not too bad here. Ocean's up 139%. That is pretty great right there with the 2x leverage play. And then the swing trades we did, NMR is up 350%. And Rune is up 16%. Rune was up a lot, so that makes me believe that Rune actually might have had a really bad few days. And there you go, right? Really bad few days. Came all the way back from $6.10 all the way back down to $5, and just like that, all of the profit melted away. These aren't really for the money though, so I don't really care. But it's just to kind of try to see what the percentage we can get with a nice little swing trade. And Ape is up 39% here, unlike my other Fairdesk one where Ape is actually down maybe. Ape, yeah, it's actually like neutral at this point. It all depends on when you buy. But yeah, so I would say there's some good news here, but it's really like a day trader's news type of day, not really a swing trader. Swing traders are just waiting for those breakouts. Maybe I would say you're probably even just looking at the 4-hour charts, right? Let's smoke a blunt and trade. I don't even think I have any blunts right now. What do I think about Zeta? I don't even think I ever checked on Zeta. Well, it's already had a pretty good run up. It looks like it's right up against the level of resistance. So I guess we don't have enough data for oscillators and whatnot, but it would have been nice buying opportunity right over here. Everything buying, change of character, and a breakout. That'd have been nice. Right now it looks fine. You know, it's going up against that level of resistance, so that is a little bit of a concern. Let me just pinpoint that versus for a 1 hour chart here, but you know, I think it looks fine. I technically wouldn't be buying it right now just because I'm not entirely sure if it's going to continue to break out and go higher, or if it's just going to have a breakdown here sometime later on tonight, then come back down maybe to 246 or something like that. But regardless, if it does break out, that bodes a good move here for it to go much higher. I don't know if it's a newer token or if Binance just really doesn't have too much news on it. Bybit here. There we go. Okay, well, I don't know if that was much more information. But yeah, it seems like it's a good investment opportunity at this moment in time, or at least something you'd want to have on your watch list. It's already having a smaller breakout right now. You are going to see some resistance up here on 266, but really, you know, a solid swing trade through and through, especially on the daily chart. How's the 15 looking? Yeah, it's still moving higher. It seems it's best to not to buy on the breakout structure because it just comes back down to it every time. But yeah, it still seems like it has some momentum behind it for sure. Let's go to maybe to Bitcoin 15 as there we go. As we wait and see. And hey, Ken, I know, right? Normally, I mean, no, I'm usually a pretty comfortable guy when I'm streaming, but I don't know why. I think it's just because I've been walking a lot more. I've been doing these long 1 hour walks every day and like slight jogs along with them, and it's just been fucking like killing me. Like right now, I'm tired, but I'm also like just physically tired because remember today I wasn't even supposed to stream today. Today was supposed to be my spring cleaning day, but I felt so energized for a little bit of time up until a few minutes ago and actually finally sat down for a while. All of a sudden, everything I did today is just like coming on my shoulders. Like, oh, geez, I'm pretty darn tired. I think after this, I'm going to go. I got to put some chicken away in the fridge because I did a barbecue chicken today. Well, no sauce because I'm dieting, but it was marinated, so you know that's the flavor. But probably make some tea, drink some melatonin with the tea, and then pass out. I've been trying to go to bed at a reasonable time, but I'm just not these days. Just not at all. And hey, Pablo and Wilder, happy to see you guys back here. Do I own Spell Token? I own quite a bit of Spell Token. But honestly, I've told you guys this before. I own a decent amount of it. By that I mean like $500. Maybe it's probably worth like $1,000 after today or something like that. Maybe not that much, but it's like I was averaging down on that sucker for a while, then it just kept on going down. So I just pretty much stopped buying into it and I started to buy other tokens out there. And so it's doing fine now. But for a while I was just like, yeah, whatever happens to it, happens to it. You know, if it crashes to the ground, I'll take it as a tax loss. But it's had a good rebound today. How's volume been on XRP? It hasn't been bad. It hasn't been good. It's just been kind of your average volume. There's been no crazy spikes from what I've seen so far. Normally I don't even have volume in my charts because I don't like the way it looks. XRP hasn't done anything in years. I definitely have to agree with you there. But at least we'd like to see some volatility. That volatility would just be great right about now. I think we've had a few big news events, you know, related to court cases and stuff. But until that breakout happens, I think it's just kind of an opportunity for people to maybe buy some and wait. That might be the only thing they really can do here. Do I think Jasmine coin will drop under 1 cent? If there's some type of really bad economic event, probably. Sometimes you see tokens that have moved up as rapidly as Jasmine. Maybe. That's possible, but I wouldn't like have a whole stack of money waiting for it. Would I show you how fib extensions work? There's a lot of videos on YouTube. I think what's his name was Pablo was telling you that. But basically the gist of it is there's two types that most of you guys will use. It's going to be fib retracements and fib extensions. Fib retracements are looking at pullback, so you find the beginning of a trend. So this is the bottom right here. Here's the top. And then what you're doing is you're using these levels as support levels for potential bouncing, or you can use them as zones to say, I want to buy in this zone and it'll bounce up in the future, stuff like that. Anything else here? You can also go over here, click on this, and turn fib levels based on log scale off. It'll adjust the levels, and you can see if one of those works better than others. You know, but it's really up to you. The other one is going to be fib extensions, where you're not trying to find where you could find a reversal from coming down to up. You're looking for a reversal that brings it from up to down, basically. I don't know. So you're looking for rejections, basically, here. Can I find one that's pretty good? Let's go to weekly chart. You can see this is where trend started. This is a high. This is low. So it's low, high, low. Drag it over. And then normally you're going to be looking to sell around these zones. So you can see a nice level of resistance right here, some resistance up here, and then some resistance over here, and then maybe some resistance up here around 70,000, which oddly enough kind of matches up here with some of these all-time highs. And again, you can switch this up a little bit here if you feel like it's not really where you want it to be. But sometimes it doesn't really work as well. Like right here, it's not really working as well. It works a little bit there, a little bit here. I prefer the other one though. Well, honestly, I'd prefer to have something of maybe a monthly chart here. Oh, I don't want to do that, but same thing here. All right. Those are just way of doing it. What's right here? What's right here? Yo, from those lines on your chart, does it mean that Bitcoin is bearish if it doesn't go above the yellow line? There's a few yellow lines. You mean the RSI line or the... So basically what all these lines mean is the 20-day moving average right now is a... The green line is a 20 moving average. The blue line is a 50 moving average, and a yellow line is a 200 moving average. Typically what you want to see in a stronger trend is basically just the price action staying above these trends. And you want to see the 20 usually staying above the 50. You want to see the 50 staying above the 200. So you know the shorter term trends continue to move up and up and up, and it brings everything along with it. Down here, this is a MACD. The middle one is a stochastic with specific settings that are not your default settings. And then right here on the bottom is an RSI. I know this little thing is blocking it. The RSI line, most of the time when it comes to the RSI, you're probably not asking about it. TradingView's RSI is a little weird, honestly. So when I first learned how to use RSIs on TradingView, and not TD Ameritrade and Schwab and all that type of shit, scrap, whatever stuff, there was actually no... Let's see if I can find it. I'm just going to make this line a little bit thicker like the other one very fast. When I was first starting to learn how to do this type of stuff, there was actually no yellow line. The yellow line is not actually necessary for RSIs. So a lot of them, you just see this. You don't see anything else. Oh, this is a monthly chart, I forgot. Daily chart. Right? And so typically the way it would work here is if the RSI is an oversold territory up here, you're typically not buying all too much, but once it comes back down here, you'll be more open to buying and so forth here. Or if it comes really down low, like over here, typically a good opportunity because it's very much oversold. Same thing right here. You're not trying to buy up too much. You're waiting for it to come back down. But you can see that even though Bitcoin's price has been going sideways for the most part, it's been naturally coming back down because everything kind of, once we're up here, the momentum is still going sideways. So we're not getting oversold as much. Weird way to say it, but I know. But basically, yeah, this is what a normal RSI actually looks like. And I'm not even used to having this little, I know it's hard to see, but see how there's a green hue right here? I'm not even used to seeing that green hue at all. But regardless, everybody has their own preferred RSI and tools. But for me, the 200 is important. It's not so important right now because we're well above it. on the 15-minute chart, you're going to cross above it much more, right? You see how basically on this uptick here, this is probably not the best time frame to do it, but for the most part, we were relatively above the 200 here, relatively above it, fine. And then once we were kind of down below it for a substantial amount of time, things started to kind of get a little bit more wonky. Typically, the 200 is more important, I would say, with the hour and above charts, unless maybe you're doing some scalping and you're trying to play off a bounce or something, but that's a little bit more complicated. You can see right now in the 1 hour chart, we're having our first death crosses here. I mean, like the first 50 and the 20 crossing down below the 200 on the 1 hour chart. First time it's happened since all the way back over here. So not the biggest thing, but it's just like, okay, well, we've been kind of going sideways for a little bit of for a while. And hopefully we have a breakout. At this point, it looks kind of iffy. But here's the 2, right? The 2 hour chart. We're not just there yet. The 4 hour chart is what I'm more concerned about. We've just had our first death cross in the 2 hour chart, or excuse me, the 4 hour chart. That, where are we at? Is that right there? Again, right there after this little bit of a squeeze event. And then before that, what was it over here? And then that's a golden cross over here, you know? So usually it's not the best of signs, but as long as Bitcoin's not breaking down, I think we're okay. But it feels like we want to take a dip down a little bit more, and then that might be a good buying opportunity. Not a crash all the way back down to maybe, you know, what's down here, like, you know, below 48,000. But you see a nice juicy order block right here at 48,500 levels. I would take that. If we dip down there, I'd take it. Other than that, we're just basically waiting for Bitcoin to try to have a surge back up, because the overall trend is still doing pretty well at this point. Shipping is making a nice move. Ooh. What kind of weed do I smoke? I haven't smoked in a few months here, but typically indicas, just stuff that makes me go to sleep, relax a little bit. I have ADHD, so it kind of like causes my mind to go back into like neutral mode. And hey, Carl, happy to see you. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Oh, Ty has a good point here, guys. If you guys can, please make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I always appreciate it. Thoughts on Elon coin? That's one of those tokens I've had for a while, just like Spell token, where I've had it, but I just stopped buying it because it wasn't doing much here. Dogelon right here, Gemini maybe. Wait, KuCoin. There you go. Yeah, that. I know it's hard to see, but yeah, it's one of those tokens that's been coming down for quite a bit of time, and I'm hoping that it can start to have a little bit more of a move since the rest of the market is starting to go back up gently. This is one of those low market cap tokens that can really go parabolic very, very fast, but I'm really not buying anymore. I'm basically just holding what I'm holding and waiting for it to have a larger move. I would expect it to have a pretty large move eventually, but trying to time it at this point has just been brutal for me. You could even see, let's go to the daily chart very fast. Last few days we did have a small breakout. Nothing really crazy happened, but the downtrend's over. That's nice to see. We're seeing a slight downtrend right here, but ultimately we're hoping that this can turn into a different breakout, which can go higher and higher and higher. I know there's a few levels of resistance, like right up here and up here. That's not going to be hard if it gets the volume behind it, because again, the market cap behind this thing is not that much at all. Let's go to the 15-minute chart very fast. Then let's go over here to there. Yeah, market cap is 77 million. It's small enough where you don't have to put a lot of money behind it. But it's something I put money in there because Elon is very all in the news, stuff like that. I think eventually it'll go pretty big here. Eventually. Right? But not enough, so I'm like doubling down. I just have some money there. I've stopped putting a lot more into it. Oh, hey, I'll be happy to see you. Moon landing stuff too. I thought Doge would see a slight pump. No, Dogecoin, like we talked about a couple days ago, Dogecoin likes to pump into Bitcoin drops, and I just never understood it. Spell token is lottery ticket to be the next Dogecoin, like Jasmine Coin didn't move at all. Jasmine Coin is like Spell token. Well, Jasmine Coin's moved up quite a bit. I think, when it comes to a lot of these tokens, you're going to see a lot of them just stagnant and kind of going sideways until they have a really large boom. And those large booms, I mean, they make you money really fast, but it's like one of those things where you have to be in it. You have to be willing to lose 10, 20, 30% before all of a sudden it shoots up and makes you hundreds of percent. You know, like I think let's see if I can find it. All right, they need tokens. Okay, like this Fetch AI one. I bought Fetch AI in 122. That's the starting position. This is a shorter time frame, basically. I bought it right here, my first entry position, and it proceeded to go down for a little bit, and then eventually it went up. It's not going to always take like 10 days or something like that. A lot of times it'll take months and months and sometimes years. But, you know, you buy, you got to wait a while, and then the reward is very, very good. Right now, it's a perfect scale-out opportunity, but I think people are just so invested in AI, they don't even want to bother to scale out. But for me, you know, I would totally be scaling out of some of these if I haven't scaled out already. Part of me is just like, you know what? These are long-term bets. We'll see where they go, but I know they're gonna come down a lot. And let's see, you know, just another opportunity to buy even more. And a Jungle Boy. Oh, what's right here? You have the money to buy crypto now, but I have money to buy crypto now. I want to buy now. I don't want to see it drop and you regret it pumping the next day. It's a tough decision if I make it now or I will make now. I mean, if you're trading for the long term, you're perfectly fine kind of buying wherever. Dollar cost averaging is still the best way to go. If you're looking to buy, if you're trying to make a swing trade or a day trade, Bitcoin's not breaking out or breaking down right now. We're just kind of consolidating and doing a whole lot of nothing. If you want to start shorting for something maybe a little bit more drastic, you know, that would have been, I guess, maybe on this potential breakdown right here that happened. But I mean, that would have been scary to shorten to that. Or perhaps maybe when it comes to Bitcoin, nothing here looks like I'd really be excited to buy it at this point. Yeah, there's not really a breakout, like, you know, setup right here on the 4-hour chart. Maybe right here, this might be the best bet we got. Something like that. If we have that type of breakout, that might be okay to buy. But really, if you're thinking long term, it doesn't matter all too much. You should be fine there. Short term, you're probably just waiting for a pattern to emerge. Right now, we're not seeing too many patterns on the bullish side. At Michael Hoffsey, I was talking about the yellow line on the smaller time frame you had up on the stream. I'm not sure, but I talked about both of them. So that's good. The 15-minute, I think. Oh, that's the 200, just a 200 moving average on a 15-minute chart. Yeah. There you go. I feel like some cryptos that don't do anything for a while pop out of nowhere when popping, when people aren't paying attention. Could it be XRP? XRP has a higher market cap, so it's hard for it to have a really big move like that, but it could have a breakout that leads to multiple days of strong gains, like 5%, 10%, 10%, 10%. It won't just pop up like 50 to 60% in one day like some of these other tokens, but yeah, it can still have multiple days of strong growth, and that's what I would expect XRP to have. We'll see if it's able to go much higher than that, though. UFC has VeChain on their Octagon, and their stats are powered by the blockchain. Dana White has influence, so yeah, I mean, I think they'll be fine. But it's more of like convincing to me that, hey, they got a business, they're able to sponsor, they got connections. It's more of like, hey, just give it time, you'll get rewarded for it. if they're able to make those investments, I think it goes a long way to show that they actually have their act together, and hopefully they'll be able to make some money in the long run. But when I see stuff like that, it's not so much of a short-term thing, but more of a long-term, like, okay, I can put some money behind them. What's it here? How long do I think this tech rally can go on for? Until the next NVIDIA earnings report, basically. I don't know. I feel like we're in such a massive bubble right now. It's freaking terrifying. However, as long as the bubble's going on, let's do it. It feels like we're in a .com type bubble, right? And it's not because I think the whole economy is going to go kaput or anything like that. It's because so much of the market cap is tied up within only a few certain stocks out there. Apple's been more stagnant than most, I would say, out of the big seven here. Let's see. Weekly chart, right? Apple has been really stagnant. It really hasn't done anything crazy since about July of 2023, right? They've been having worse sales in China because China's economy is kind of going, kaput. They're not really selling as many things here. They made everything too expensive. They launched the new headset thing, but it's so expensive that people aren't really going crazy for it. They pretty much priced out a large segment of the population. And then you got other stuff like Amazon. Amazon doing just fine. Where's the other one? Google doing just fine, still moving up. Meta doing fine, right? Doing great, right? Perfectly fine. Microsoft, OpenAI still doing good, and Nvidia, of course, still doing good. So this rally can go on for quite a bit of time here. For me, it's probably going to last, I would say, another quarter. The way we're heading, things might not turn bad until the summertime, and I think by the summertime as well, we'll have a pretty good idea of what's happening with inflation. Inflation has not been the best to start off 2024, but the market pretty much has been like, we don't care because we know that rates are going to come down sometime this year, and there's no chance that rates are going to be increased. I know people are talking about that. I've seen it on CNBC and Fox Business and Bloomberg. They've been talking about it. I don't think we're going to be raising rates. I think Jerome Powell wouldn't do that. I think at this point, the only way he would raise rates is if there's some type of massive stimulus that hits the country, and Joe Biden doesn't control the House right now, so he can't do another stimulus package. Like a large, flood the system of money to kind of keep things going for a little bit longer. So I don't think inflation will have this crazy spike because he's doing a really decent job of just holding the line here. I think he probably should have, in hindsight, we're not experts here. I think he should have did a couple more rate hikes, but I think this is fine for now. This is the best we can hope for. Inflation may start to go back up a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get him, like, oh, look at that. We need to raise rates now. If he did that, that'd be insane. Probably another quarter, but the way we're going here. That's another reason also, Alex, why I'm kind of like, I see that the daily charts are getting more bearish, but the weekly charts are not, which is why I would say we're probably going to have a dip and rip type of effect if things really do take a nasty turn sometime later on today or tomorrow. What's the website to look at members Congress stock holdings? There's a few of them. The one I like to use is Capital Trades. There you go. And so basically you can see who's selling, who's buying. Some politicians are better than others. The Democratic one is Nancy Pelosi. The Republican one is Tommy Tuberville. Those are usually pretty good ones. And then what you're usually looking for is what they're selling. And then you'd want to see if they are on a committee that deals with that sector. And if they're selling a lot of stuff abnormally, then, you could also just do some news and kind of go into some of these really niche websites that cover news. Like there are niche farming agriculture websites that talk about only like maybe a couple of commodities that they sell. Like, how's the wheat crops doing in the United States? And it's just a website that talks about all about the wheat crops. Not the government one. Don't trust the government sites, but just the local small time journalism types. But you go over here, you go to politicians or trades. You can go to last 30 days. There's been 23 filings, 99 trades, a lot of volume, 20 politicians, 79 issuers. Susan Delbenes, oh yeah, I know her. She's in Washington. You'll see a lot of this type of stuff. So she sold New Jersey Transport, whatever it is. These things, they're not important. They're just not important. If you see a politician buying these, they're usually pretty, they're probably pretty good. They're not going to be, they're not doing, what do you call it? Like insider trading and stuff, because these things don't move. They're not, very fluid type of things. You got this guy, Victor Sparts from Indiana. He's selling Simon Property Group. So, no, he's buying Simon Property Group, excuse me. This is a bunch of malls, it's mall properties. U.S. Treasury bills, RIC opportunity. What I can probably do is go over here to asset type and just go to crypto, ETF, and stocks. Okay. So Gottenheimer, holy shit, let me move my head. I don't know what the hell this guy's doing, but he's buying up a lot of stuff. Well, he's making trades both in and out. Thomas Keene, this guy, Republican House from New Jersey, he just bought $1,000 to $5,000 worth of Bernard. I don't even know what the heck that is. I feel like I should know what it is, but I don't know. A global leader in wine and spirits. Magic of human connection. Oh, so like, vodka and stuff, beers and stuff. Okay, that makes sense. They own Grey Goose and stuff. Okay, that makes more sense. So, but yeah, he's starting to buy this. A Democratic senator sold some back in August. The price has come down quite a bit beforehand, so the Democrat knew something. The Republican over here, he's buying low. It went lower. I don't know if this will actually make him money or not, but the way politicians trade, usually it'll go up a little bit higher. Anything else here? Okay. Gottenheimer is freaking just buying a shit ton of stuff. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's buying AMD. He's buying Agios Pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals and politicians, they are surprisingly accurate. If you were ever to go after something, biotech is something that's very, very difficult to buy, or it's very difficult to figure out if it's going to go up or down because of all the trials and stuff. Politicians have a habit of finding this stuff out. This is something he bought it. Yeah, he bought it. It's been doing pretty darn well. Pretty darn well. I think he probably bought it for around $22. It's up to about $20 now. Not bad. Not bad. A small position though. A small position. He also he sold another pharmaceutical company. He sold another, I don't know what the hell that is, Amphenol Corp. But yeah, he's doing some stuff here. He's moving money around a lot. Wow. This is the second page here, and he still has some stuff on the top. He sold Owen Semiconductor Corp. He sold that 21 days ago. Hey, how's that one been doing? Oh, let's see. Buy and sell within a few days. The heck? Traded. He bought fast and then sold. That's very weird. So he pretty much did a swing trade on a semiconductor company. It's just so fucking weird. I don't know. He doesn't have the best history of this. He sold a lot before it went up. He bought a lot before it went down. So, I don't know. But this, you have to figure out what committees he's on. This is iShares. This is bonds, small cap growth. Nothing crazy here. He has a lot of money, but it doesn't look like he's abusing his his position. Rokana, Pfizer buy. His child bought Pfizer. Microsoft, he sold Microsoft, sold General Motors, sold Carter's Inc., sold more Carter's Inc., sold General Motors. Okay, I can't blame him for selling car manufacturers at this point in time. General Motors, spouse bought State Street Corporation, Pfizer, Key Corp. Okay, selling Google and stuff like that. Yeah, geez, Rokana making money. I feel like we always forget how much money politicians had me moving stuff around here. And Lindsey Graham bought some fund, and then Mark Green right here bought some Energy Partners LP. Oh, he sold off a large chunk of it. Sometimes what you can do is you can also go by trade size. So maybe you only want to see stuff that's above $100,000 because that's where the big players are at, right? And the only one there is Mark Green, who sold off 100,000 there, and then maybe look for the last 90 days or something. And, you got Rokana in there, Richard Blumenthal, Mark Green, Blake Moore, and then Judy Chu. Yeah. So, oosh, some really big money in there. The mall is a dinosaur? And, to me, it all depends on the mall. I think some malls that I've been to are very, very nice and modern. They're really cool. And other malls just feel like, wow, this thing is they need to tear it down and build a new mall that has a different infrastructure altogether. But I'm not really a mall guy, I've never been really much of a mall guy. I take my sister to the mall every now and again, for buying presents for the holidays. Maybe we'll eat at the food court, grab a coffee at the Starbucks. But I don't just go to the mall to go shopping because I'll just, if I go to the mall, sometimes I'll just spend like $1,000 and I was like, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. And you know me, I'm pretty frugal. And so in my mind, when I go shopping, I'm like, damn, you've earned it. You've earned this. You've earned this. And I talk myself into buying stuff. It's not like I'm going into debt over anything like that, but I'm just like, you've earned it. So sometimes, like the last time I went to the mall, I bought a whole bunch of random shit I didn't need. Normally I just wash my face with some nice soaps and stuff from Sephora. Like I have a clay mask I could use. I haven't used it in a while, but I have a clay mask if I wanted to use it. But what I bought, like they have this place called, I think it's like Lush or something. I don't remember what it's called. Let me see if I can find it here. Stores. It's one of those stores that smells really good, but you just never walk into it because it smells like it actually smells way too much. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But there are a lot of stores inside of it, I tell you that. Management office. Sephora. No, I really can't remember. See, I don't even go enough to actually figure it out. I haven't had that pizza in such a long time. Pandora. Pandora is always busy for whatever reason. Oh, Lush, right here. Yeah. This place right here. Lush Fresh Handmade Cosmetics. This place. I ended up buying something very specific for me. I bought myself a this like cream, but it's not lotion because I already have enough lotion. Oh, what the hell is that? I got face scrubs and exfoliation. I think that's what it is. Wait, what's that? What's that? Oh, I pretty much got special beard shampoo. Yeah, this stuff. Beard and facial wash. Only thing I've ever bought from there, but I was like, oh, I got a beard, let me do this. And it was like $15 for 3.5 ounces. And it was like a ripoff. But it smells really good. It does a really good job, so I don't care. Look at those ingredients. You got almonds, limes, orange, and jojoba. I have pure jojoba oil, so I don't really need it, but it's it's cool. Then you have all the actual chemicals and shit down here. Yeah. But, malls, they're interesting places. I don't like being by that many people. I think I've been to the mall maybe less than 10 times in the last few years. Less than 10 times in the last, yeah, probably 5 years. Not really much. Certain malls I've been to, like I've been to malls, not my local mall, but I've been to malls in Philadelphia when I go visit a friend over there. They have something called like the King of Prussia Mall, which is like, that's a nice mall. Um, I bought my sister's sweet 16 birthday cake there, so it was like a really nice tower cake with all the luxurious stuff. Um, I buy my sunglasses from the Sunglass Hut. Uh, and I like to buy it from the Sunglass Hut because when I go there, they will, every time I need to get my glasses like really nicely cleaned or fixed up, they'll do it all for me for free, which I just really enjoy. It's like buying tires from Les Schwab because they're gonna fix it whenever they can. Oh, hey, can I visit you in Panama? I know it's full of Canadian travels around Christmas. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't really talk to many people from the YouTube channel, but I do want to do a couple meet and greets eventually. And I know I want to do one in Vegas. I wouldn't mind doing one in Panama if people wanted to show up. It wouldn't be like a pay to meet type of thing. It would just be paid to come. Like you got to travel, right? And that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm always up for stuff like that. Probably, I'm not entirely sure. I was talking with one of my mother's old healthcare ladies, the ladies that come inside the house. She came over today, and that's one of the reasons I didn't get as much cleaning done as I want to. But she came over today to say hello, and she wanted to say sorry about, my mom passing away and things like that. And we had a conversation for about, a good 45 minutes just outside talking and reminiscing. And she was telling me that, because I don't really trust many people to watch Loki, and I told her that, she told me that if she wants to, she can stay here at my place and babysit Loki, or she can bring Loki over to her farm and he can play with her German Shepherds. I don't know if the German Shepherds would get along. That's the big thing. But regardless, she could always, come over here, and then she knows the house. Loki loves her a lot. She was here when he was like a puppy, right? Teeny little thing. And I think that might work for me to go a little bit more traveling this year. Let's see. And I appreciate the Desert Geek. I appreciate it a lot. Every thumbs up helps everybody. Every thumbs up helps. So here. Do they show politicians what crypto that are being bought on the website too? I believe they do. Let me go back to that. I believe they do, but it's not often. So if I go back over here to trades, I go to asset type and I do crypto. Right? This is the last 3 years. There's only 6 pages of it. Each page is like this. Let me show you. I can hide this very fast. Michael Collins buying a shit ton of Ethereum, selling some Ethereum. Oh, he sold, traded. Okay, traded. Wait, so oh, he was playing the bump. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay. I'm trying to make it so you guys can actually see it. There we go. Okay. So it's like, between 1 and 15,000, 15 and 50,000, 1 and 15,000. So he's selling small amounts, it looks like, and buying larger amounts overall. Let's see. So there's Ethereum here, Anchor here, Cardano. Oh, but he was selling it, not buying it. Madison Cawthorn. Let's go Brandon token. Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Bitcoin. I didn't even know Let's Go Brandon was a token. Madison Cawthorn, Bitcoin, Jeez, this guy's loading up on Bitcoin. What the heck? Looks like he sells some every now and again, but the majority of it is being bought right back up. I think he's trying to day trade, honestly. Madison Cawthorn. Who is this dude? Looks like he's not a politician anymore. He served as a U.S. representative. I wonder if he did something bad. If you're young, you usually try to stay for a while. Oh, sex tape report. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know about that, but he does not represent all Bitcoin holders. We do not all have sex tapes out there. But this dude was just loading up on crypto. Holy moly, this is all just one freaking dude. This is all him. And he's not even in Congress anymore. Okay, here we got some other people. Okay. Mary Newman from the Democratic House of Illinois, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Ted Cruz has bought Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin at $36,000 back in 2022. Wow. Bitcoin Trust. Barrymore ADA bought it at $2.16. Right now, ADA is at 58 cents, so probably not the best investment on her part. But she hasn't sold, so you know what? She's holding for a while. Cynthia Loomis, Bitcoin bought at 46,000. Oh wow, some people have been holding for a while. Bitcoin, Michael Waltz. So Republicans like Bitcoin more, which is interesting. At least Democrats, I'm happy that she's getting into Bitcoin Trust, though. I want to see bipartisan appreciation for cryptocurrencies. Michael Waltz, more Bitcoin at 38,000. Barrymore 88 at $1.76. Cardano again at 193. Yeah, these are all like the last cycle here. Cawthorn. Let's just forget about him. There we go. Okay. ADA, Dogecoin bought at 31 cents. Ethereum at 3,500. Basic attention token. CeeLo, Ethereum Classic. Oh, these are all sells here by Mark Green, though. Selling off a lot of stuff. He was selling at a pretty decent time here, it looks like. Well, some of them. Not really, never mind. Sold his Dogecoin at 49 cents. Hey, he was probably watching my stream, because that's when I sold my Dogecoin for 50 cents. Chainlink, he bought some Dogecoin. Oh, he bought it for 6 cents and sold it for 50 cents. That's a true move right there. He knew what he was doing. He was in and out in a heartbeat. And then you have some all the way back over here in 2021. Dogecoin bought at 12 cents. Oh, he bought at 12 cents. Oh yeah, this guy was making a lot. EOS bought some there, Stellar, Basic Attention Token, CeeLo, Ethereum Classic. I feel like these guys had like a Coinbase account and they had to just say, hey, I spent some money on Coinbase or something, because I don't know where else they're gonna buy it. But definitely interesting here. But there definitely is some crypto, but not much, right? Not many of these people own cryptocurrency just yet. Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a dip right now. It's down about $230. It looks more drastic than it is. If you go to the 4-hour chart, it's just there. But this is the move that they're going to try to push, and they're going to try to push to break us below maybe 50,602. Let me see which one of these is the lower level here, because is it that? That's at 50,625. 50,625. Oh yeah, they're exactly the same. So he bounced right off of support. Ooh, excuse me. All right, we're watching it. Hopefully there's a nice support level here, but you're seeing it's taking everything off from some of these altcoins. The only things that are going up, it looks like, are the AI tokens at this point in time. Let's see. There we go. Let's squeeze some of this stuff down here. There we go. I think the 15 works better for now. Kind of see what happens here. Put my head back up there. There we go. Let's see. What's wrong with FTX? FTX is a company that did a whole bunch of really bad stuff, and I don't think they're coming back. They're not going to remake themselves rebrand, so the token's eventually just going to kind of fade away here, and probably have some trouble, but it can be memeable, I guess. Largest malls in Asia and other countries. I haven't I haven't seen many mall videos. Like I don't go to malls all too much. It's not really my thing. I waste money there so much. I think I go there for sales every now and again. But I don't know. Even then, I bought more jewelry in Vegas than I have and what do you call? I'm in Vegas. Let me know when you're coming down. Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. I'm hoping to come there maybe next month if I'm lucky. I don't know if I'll have time. No, because I'm taking my sister out for what do you call for spring break. Maybe April. Maybe April. That'd be nice. And thanks, Desert Geek and Michael. I appreciate it. Yeah, what do you call it? It was rough when losing her. I don't even think I streamed for like a whole month afterwards. It was not in a good spot. You wish you can go to Vegas again? You took it for granted. It's absolutely fantastic. Vegas is a great spot. You know, the one thing I like about Vegas is I know it can be kind of expensive, but it doesn't have to be. I was talking to the caregiver, like I told you before, about my mom and I going to Vegas. I took my mother to Vegas in July, and you know, I was showing her the fun times we were having, and you know, took a first class flight, limousine from the airport over to the Aria Hotel. Aria Hotel, a lovely room with a nice view, and then you know, facials and stuff like that. It like, even I think one dinner at the Prime Steakhouse was like $500 and something, you know. So it can be expensive, but I was spoiling my mother, so usually you don't have to go that expensive. You can find a whole bunch of cheap eats all across Vegas, and you know, Fremont Street, which is much cheaper. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. The gambling vibe on Fremont Street is more of my style. There's more people kind of really excited and happy, which I really enjoy. I hate gambling by myself. It feels kind of sad, right? And then Crypto, let's go, Michael. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Happy to see you back, my man. And thanks for the tweet a while ago, even though I might have already said thank you, but I want to double down on say thank you. You had a keys to the cell phone to watch your stream. What do you call? Whatever you got to do to watch streams, I appreciate it for sure. Just coming back from Vegas, 100% need to meet up soon. Yeah, what do you call? I really do enjoy Vegas. If there was an event in America, that's where it'll be held. It won't even be at where I live, you know, in Seattle area. No, it'll be in Vegas. It'll just be, you know, relaxing and fun. Nothing crazy about it. Just, you know, meet up, talk, grab a few bites to eat, and then just, you know, remember, I'm a solo Vegas traveler. I don't normally go with people. I usually go by myself. The only few trips I've done with other people, I think, are 3. That's when I was 18. I went to Vegas the first time with a couple of friends. The second time was with my mother, and the third time was I went to Vegas by myself, but my friend was also working at an expo, so I hung out with him for part of the time. But really, I was by myself the entire time because, you know, he's at expo working. I told him I would get a media pass to go say hi to him at the expo because, you know, one of the expensive ones. And I said hi to him, but like there was not much I was going to do at the expo because it wasn't really anything crypto related. Needs to go down a little more until we get the new wave of the upside. I hate losing in the casinos I won't ever play on the strip. The new Durango Casino is nice. I've heard about the new Durango Casino. For me, when it comes to Vegas, like for the first time, like again, I've been to Las Vegas a lot of time. For the first time ever, this past December, I walked away with more money from slots. Normally, I lose money in the slot machines, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I know my budget, I know my limit, and I'm like, fine. However, I won a lot of money playing craps. I won like $800 playing craps, and I just left, and I was like, woohoo! And I was getting drunk as well. I gave like $20 for tips for all the people working the table because they have like a mini army of people working on the craps tables. So I really did enjoy that experience. But yeah, the Fremont Street is much more of a vibe. Like I've said this before, the strip is like, you know, the strip has raised their table minimums a little bit. But people just don't have as much money, and when people want to gamble, but they don't want to, you know, do $20 a hand or $50 a play, you know, minimums, it makes it just a lot harder to get a good vibe of people around. And I really like to have a good vibe. So if I have to go somewhere where it's maybe a lower minimum, but I can still bet up to like $300, something like that, I'm perfectly fine with that. Heck, I was just looking at the what's it called? When I went there in December, I went to the Fountain Blue place. Nobody was playing games over there. Nobody was playing games. It was brutal. And so I was like, I really wanted to see this new place and have fun gambling and stuff. Nope, nobody was gambling. Nobody was gambling. And it just broke my little heart. Because again, I like to gamble. I enjoy it, but only in some certain circumstances. Like I don't like sports gambling all too much. Although I did bet on sports gambling and I won $500 on that. It was my first ever gamble doing sports gambling, and I probably won't ever do it again because it was very, very boring. But it was fun. You know, well, that wasn't fun. It was fun watching the football game and to figure out if I was going to win or not. But yeah, it was more. I was at the Monte Cristo Cigar Lounge here, and Bitcoin's coming down a little bit, guys. This is the push they've been trying to make. Just, you know, zoom out a little bit. We're not in any crazy danger here, but you are seeing this push to bring back crypto. Bring crypto back down here to maybe, you know, below $51,000. I'm only going to start getting concerned if we start breaking back down below 50,625 because that's been this consolidation low. And we've had a double bottom where we bounced off of it here, or came down here, went up, bounced off of it exactly, and now we may come into contact with it again, but we're not sure yet. 5-minute chart's definitely bearish. 15 is bearish. Hourly chart's been bearish. 2-hour chart's been bearish for a few hours now. 4-hour chart's been bearish for a few days now. The daily chart is now all the way bearish, but not confirmed. So that is interesting there. That is interesting. Here. We can watch this play out like that, I would say. Maybe I can even zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right. They're trying. We'll see how efficient this really is, though. Fountain Blue sucks. Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. Their food was actually good in their upstairs cafeteria thing area, but it was just kind of pricey. But the food itself was delicious. It was really, really good. If you have the money for that place and to go to the restaurants, they're great. The casino itself, the layout felt kind of weird to me. But, you know, there's other casinos, so I was perfectly fine. The machines are tight, and the place has a stupid cold feeling to it. Yeah, that the vibe, yeah, the layout, yeah, it's a very weird layout. It's very, very weird. Stupid expensive restaurants, yes, it is stupid expensive. Good, but stupid expensive for sure. I only pay those stupid expensive prices if I also get a view while I'm eating. And Fountain Blue has no views while I'm eating. That's why I go to Prime Steakhouse. There's the Picasso at the Bellagio, but I don't like it too much because it's like a set menu. I don't like set menus. I want to eat what I want to eat. Though maybe the only restaurant I'll pay a lot of money for that does not have a view is let me see if I can find it. I can't recall the name, but I don't want to block Bitcoin's view. It's the place inside the Sahara. Bazaar Meats. Geez, as soon as I started typing it. Okay, very fast, very fast. Right, so this is their menu here. Oh, what the fuck is all this? Except there you go. Cotton candy foie, Alba, whatever that is, caviar cone, cream fraiche. All I think about salt pepper when I hear that. Shrimp cocktail, and these are just little teeny appetizer things like this. Cotton candy foie, it's like this little teeny thing like that. It's very, very small. They have a sloppy Joe, $2 2-point order from the meat bar. The classic sirloin. I don't know what the heck this is. Oh, tartars, classic. So you know. From the fire pit, you get suckling pig. Potatoes, Kobe on the, you know, expensive stuff, but really good stuff, really good stuff. The only reason I go there is because they have a cool stuff, and they have this really cool menu where it's called the tasting menu. Let us take you on a culinary journey with one of our exceptional tastings, and it's $205 per person, and it comes with the cotton candy foie, the olives and whatever. I don't think this was actually here last time I went to, but some olives, bagels and lox cone, smoke and ice oysters, the classic tartare, a selection of cured meats, croquettes de pollo, rosewood Texas ribeye Wagyu Black Angus, buttered potato puree, setas al Algeria, grilled asparagus, and for dessert it comes with cream puffs, assorted to tarts, and little cookies. Um, you know, and then complement your menu with an additional course. You can have Kobe eye of the rib for $65 per ounce, or you can have a Vaca Vieja mindful meats ribeye for $45 for every 6 ounces. That actually might seem pretty good. And you get the ultimate tasting menu. If you want extra stuff, some more stuff, that could be $290 a person. I've never gotten this one. And then if you want to, I think they even have, on top of this, they have like a wine pairing you can do for like another few $100s. But yeah, talk about, but the meat, it's good. It's really, really good. I cannot recommend that place enough. It's like a place where most people would probably go for like an anniversary type of thing. I just go there because I'm like, ooh, look at that cool thing. What the heck is cotton candy foie gras? What the heck is, this and this and this? It sounds so cool. I just want to try it out. Typically though, you don't want to get the whole tasting menu. You could do it if you want to, but usually I think when I've been there, people kind of know what they already like, the kind of vibe they like. And they can try a few different things, like a slice of this meat, a very thin slice of this meat. You do that and you get what you want. I usually will get a smaller steak at a restaurant. I used to be a guy that loved to get the big steaks. I've found out that I really like the little smaller steaks with higher quality, because I can eat the sides and not get filled up. A large steak just fills me up these days. The machine. Oh wait, what's saying here? And that's my target, 49,300. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. I mean, we're all in a pretty nice range right now. At this point, you're just seeing a little bit of a breakdown here, but it's not like we're looking at something like this right now. It's something more. We're doing okay. A slight move every now and again, but there's not any. We're not expecting any 2022 bear market crash moves where everything is just like whoosh, and you can actually feel the whoosh of the market just crashing. We're not there. We're just coming back down to test support. Sounds yummy. For $100, I can go to Caesar's Buffet or Wednesday at the Palms Casino. $65 at all the lobster you can eat. Yeah, it's good. I went to the Caesar's Buffet. No, I went to the Bellagio Buffet. I don't think I've ever been to the Caesar's Buffet. I should try it. Sorry, I know. That food is really, really good. I'm starving right now. Actually, my stomach hurts, so I'm probably not going to eat any food. I don't know what the heck I did to my stomach, but it's not feeling great right now. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. But I might have been some chicken tacos I had today. I made some chicken tacos, and that's all I had today to eat. I should probably get something else to eat, but I'll do that a little bit later. See, all you can eat lobster is great, but I love all you can eat crab. All you can eat crab is where I shine. Maybe with a little bit of dipping butter, but I like crab without butter a lot. Crawfish is also something I really enjoy, but it's not as fancy, of course. I've had it marked at 50,300 for a while. Hopefully it stays above 50,300. Well, yeah, I mean, right now, 50,625. I think if you go back a little bit further, I think if you go to the 4-hour chart, I think there is a lower one. Is it? No. Is it right over here? 50,300, that's probably what you're looking at. Yeah, right over here, this other pop. That's also another good opportunity right there. I would say, well, here, let me do this for us. Let me do this. This is where I used to do quite a bit of, but I just stopped because something about the color just was like kind of off. But I basically did it way back over here, remember too? These things. Resistance levels. But it's like kind of making your own homemade order block. And there we go. 5-minute chart. And we're basically just trying not to break down below this as a whole. Now the top one is that 50,620. The bottom one is going to be, oh, did I not? Maybe it is, yeah, whatever. The bottom one is like 50,360 bucks or so. And so far, we're doing okay. The 1-hour chart right here, we're doing okay. A little bit of resistance up here. We broke down below support a couple times, but that's okay. We got another level of support that's even more important. I feel like I'm missing something here. I don't know why. Okay, that's fine. And hey, R3A, I appreciate the super chat. Please look at Gari USTD. I can check it out for just a second here, but right now Bitcoin's really the big thing. Gari US dollars on Kraken. Doesn't have much liquidity on Kraken, I'll tell you that now, but maybe OKX. A little bit better. Okay. Right now it's been coming down for a while. It looked like it attempted to have a breakout here. Did it attempt to have a breakout? Oh no, it didn't. I thought it did. At this point, it's trying to hover around support levels, and you're seeing a little bit of support really right over here around this 0.027 mark. I would be careful because it looks like it wants to come back down and tap on this and hopefully have the reversal that will bring it up a little bit higher. Something like that. And then consolidate, go higher. You have a golden cross from there to there. That's like the ideal scenario right now. And maybe if you're lucky, it might even be able to bounce off of the 200 daily moving average. The concern is it might actually dip below this. If maybe Bitcoin goes down a little bit more over the next couple days or something like that, it might actually dip and then have a larger move and break it down the road. Eventually, it'll break out, and both of those moves will lead to some really nice gains for you. But you might have to wait a little bit more time before that ultimate move comes. Going back over here to the weekly chart, you'll see how it's kind of getting slammed. I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to consolidate, and again, you're just kind of waiting for that breakout there. Your resistance level is pretty darn set in stone, though. It's way up here towards 0.05, so it's doing fine. It's making its way. Last thing I might on here is maybe just Fibonacci level. Right? And it already broke down below that one. So you have another one down here at 0.02 if things get really, really bad, which I doubt they will. Not the background. There you go. And then maybe, at worst, it may come back down here to 0.024. That one looks a bit more realistic, but come back down here to this one seems a little bit of a far fetch. But right now, it's definitely looking like it wants to test out support in the minute at least, and then try to make a breakout sometime over the next few days. It's not going to be doing anything crazy, though, for maybe a week or so. All right. Just the right one? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I mean, we're trying to bounce. Look at this 15-minute chart. We're trying to bounce off of it. There's an opportunity for us to. Love me some crab meat, extra butter and lemon, baby. Oh, lemon's really, really good. That's the one thing I love about living out in the Northwest here. We got some really, really, really good seafood up here. I'm a big fan of the oysters. How low are we going, you think? It feels like at worst we might just go down to maybe 48,500 levels, maybe 48,000 on the low end if we have a wick or something. But buyers still seem to be pretty active right now. So before we even get there, we have to start breaking down below this 50,000 support level. And we're heading down there, but you know, there's still a good opportunity that Bitcoin just consolidates for one. There's a whole bunch of nothing. I think right now you're seeing a little bit of a sell-off, but it hasn't been too much. You are seeing some altcoins come down a little bit right now. But I don't think the altcoins are necessarily having really, really bad days unless they had a really, really good day, like over the last couple of days, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's 200 million downloads social media. Oh, I mean, it could be pretty interesting to watch it, but it looks like all the downloads and stuff, it hasn't been enough to keep the crypto price afloat. You know, something like that, if it's an actual company, it's just a matter of time to buy and hold and wait for it to have a larger move, though. GRT just reversed on the upside. Oh, yeah, not bad. Do we even have GRT on here? I feel like we do. That's GTC. I can add it here. Yeah, it's trying. I mean, these AI tokens are in a realm of their own. Look at this few things of green. Really? And then there's a stable coin right here, but the majority of everything is just going down, except for, like, you know, indexes, and file token, and the euro. Everything is down except for AI. Fetch AI, tiny bit of green. Ajax, a tiny bit of green. World token, a tiny bit of green. World token looks like it could really just launch today for a second time, and this is going to be crazy if it does. I'm basically holding and waiting to see what happens with WLD. It like it's there. It's ready. It's good to go. Will it though? That's the issue here. Will it actually do a larger move? I just don't know, because Bitcoin itself is kind of stopping it right now. But I'm hoping it does another large move. It was fantastic to watch that first move over the last few days, you know. Let's see. We just literally checked out GRT, I believe. Yeah, it's still going fine. Hitting a little bit of resistance, to be honest, though. Might even be better to zoom out here and go off of this monthly chart. Yeah, a good price target for it right now would be around 34 cents. After that, oh yeah, no, I might add another one right over here at 54 cents. Then I can get up here to 93 and maybe $1 if you're lucky. Let me add this off here. 37 cents and then 54 cents. I would still take these as pretty good opportunities to scale out though. How is it working on the daily chart? There was some resistance here, a little bit right there. It's not really hard levels of resistance too often, maybe sometimes here, but it's still moving up in the right direction at this point in time. These AI tokens though, they're just a whole different breed here, whole different breed. 50-minute chart. Yeah, there you go. And we're just hoping that Bitcoin doesn't have a larger move down here. Hey Pablo, what is NFA? I don't like to say we will never see lows again in Bitcoin. If you know Bitcoin need to cash out, you will surf the wave down. Yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, we definitely have gone through the cycle. I mean, I think what really freaked me out with last cycle compared to the previous cycles was just how many exchanges dropped like flies. Because you saw so many of them just like fall. Like there was Voyager went down. I think BlockFi went down. I think BlockFi, I'm not entirely sure. Celsius went down. FTX went down. We had the Luna Terra thing go down. Just, you know, I think the Do Kwon is about to be extradited over to the United States too for his trial. That's going to be interesting. But man, like just the sheer amount of chaos that happened during that bear market was insane. And then, you know, the cream of the crop was FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried doing the whole fraud scheme. Just absolutely mind-boggling, like what exactly happened during that time frame. Because, you know, I was so into the stocks and the charts and stuff like that, the crypto and the charts, that I wasn't really paying attention to all the other stuff until all of a sudden one day it just went boom, Celsius is down. I was like, when I heard Celsius went down, my first reaction wasn't like, oh my god, a major exchange went down. My first thought was like, what the heck is Celsius? Because I never used Celsius, you know. And I didn't know what was happening. Then I see online that BitBoy loses millions in Celsius, you know, bankruptcy, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It was just absolute wild. And I think the bear market really gave a good chance for a lot of the crypto influencers to kind of get shaken out of the market, just like everybody that was holding Bitcoin got shaken out of the market. And now you don't see nearly as many crypto streamers as you once did. They'll come back. They'll see a lot of newer ones coming up. Maybe they'll be more entertaining. But I think they have to be able to adapt, or they risk going into that stagnation mode, right? Like right now, who's the one guy that I like? I know his name is here. Jordan Cameron, because we've talked about him before. He's very humorous. He has a great sense of humor. but his followers for the last 500 days are very, very small. He's not really getting a lot of traction. He was really, really hot a while ago, and I don't really know what happened to his channel. I should probably watch. But yeah, his channel was like losing 100 subscribers, losing 100 subscribers, losing 100 subscribers. I'm happy to see that he's getting some of those back, but I think he might have had to change some stuff up here. Let me see. Maybe he changed some stuff up. Can I follow? Can I find his channel? I don't want to watch his video because I'll get in trouble. There we go. He did do a video. I don't know. It was just a video from Algo. He's still streaming, which is good. Maybe he changed his thumbnail style? Oh, he changed his thumbnail style. That could be it. Sometimes it's the small things. You never know. But crypto influencers, we're a weird breed. We most of us know at least a little bit about each other. Some of us talk to each other a lot. Like I talk to Tom Crown a lot. I talk to more of those technical analysis channels that kind of teach you guys like how to use certain patterns and whatnot. I don't necessarily talk to the crypto windies of the world, even if I have like their information. I don't really talk with them. Maybe I should talk with them more. I don't know. I feel weird because I have my pretty laid back vibe, and most of these guys are entertainers that understand the entertainment world. I'm not there. I think I'm gonna have some friends on eventually that do a lot of technical analysis, and they'll kind of share their charts with you guys. Give you like you know my way. There are tons of other ways out there that work just fine. Just well, good. You guys will see some of those. I'm hoping pretty soon. My friend, he runs a channel, Crypto Mickey. Maybe I can have him on. He usually has later hours where he's available, so it might actually work out with my time here, but I'm not entirely sure. Any thoughts on Bitcoin or Ethereum? I'm mostly in Bitcoin, but I'm thinking it's time to move to Ethereum. For me, holding Bitcoin long term, it's usually a good thing to do. Ethereum will probably net you some really good profit. With the Ethereum spot ETF coming out. I would still be holding money in both though. Usually when I see something like this, like the news with Ethereum, I will usually try to wait for something of a larger dip and just kind of put in a plop of money for Ethereum and wait for it to hit some really nice level. But if you just want to move some money from Bitcoin over to Ethereum, I tend to do it while the market's, going down quite a bit and not while it's moving up. But while we have this potential rally with Ethereum spot, Ethereum spot ETF coming out maybe at the end of the summer, if we're lucky, I think it'll probably outperform Bitcoin, but that's not always for certain because, this time we had the Bitcoin spot ETF. If we go over here to coinmarketcap.com, the last 90 days, Ethereum's up 43%, and Bitcoin's up 35%. I think that's as far as it goes, right? Oh, this is a heat map. I don't want the heat map. Customize. Year to date is, I guess, something we can add, but I don't think year to date really does squat. But I do want to have it in here, I guess. Why are you doing this? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, year to date 20% for Bitcoin, year to date 30% for Ethereum. A lot of stuff year to date though is negative, right? XRP is down 12% year to date. BNB is up 27. Tron is up 28. Chainlink is up 20. DOT is down 10. TON is down 10. So because a lot of this first rally came up in October, and altcoins really had a good time in December. What's the best performer year to date for the top 100? Oh, Saya coin right here. World token, WorldCoin, Ajax, Sui, Flare. Okay, so there's still some good things. Even BitGet token still doing pretty well. Oh, it's at $1 right now. Nice. see. FTX was a buying opportunity of a lifetime. What do you call? What's right here? Jordan is hilarious. I love the channel. I miss Jabba. It's right here. Wendy knows her TA. She focuses on macro news most of the time. I think it's nice to have somebody that does news. I've been trying to get more into news. But I think Wendy excels at like news without having to show too much. You can kind of just talk and do this, you know? I'm trying to talk and do this, but at the same time, like it's, I need to build an audience for it, I think. I'm getting there, but it's definitely a struggle. What I also need to do is I need to grow my Twitter account, because all crypto people seem to care about apparently is Twitter accounts. And I'll do that over time here. I need to start tweeting more, sharing more stuff. I'm putting a lot more of my short videos onto YouTube, or to me, X, and I'll be doing that more here pretty soon. You know, I pay for that blue check mark and I really don't use it for much. I just want to support, you know, the X, because, you know, I really don't want X to go down. I want X to be around for a long time. I found it to be much more interesting over the few months since Elon bought it and kind of changed it up a little bit more. My feed is less toxic, I would say. I think a lot of people that want to be toxic can go to the political side of Twitter or X, but I don't know. I feel like there's tons of other stuff here, like, you know, I like the UFC stuff. A lot of humor is on there. A lot of short form videos are on there as well. Only thing I'd say I don't like about X right now, this is important, I don't like about X. I will watch a video and I will want to comment on the video, but all of the comments on the post are not even about the original post. They're just trying to get new comments, like there's like a new posting chain under a video that's going viral for whatever reason. It's the weirdest thing, and like, I feel like they shouldn't be able to share videos under Twitter videos. I feel like they shouldn't be able to do that. I feel like it should only be pictures, and comments. They should not be allowed to post videos on other people's videos in the comment section. Hey boy, you okay? You taking a nap? Yeah, you waking up? Okay. Loki's waking up from a nap and he's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go have fun. Crypto Wars is looking for influencers to join a day trading competition they have been rocking for a while. Would you be interested in? It's a 2-hour show that has some really good people on. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I feel like I've talked with them before. Do they work with Fairdesk? Not Fairdesk. Do they work with Lux Algo? I think they might work with Lux Algo. I think I met them through a Lux Algo contact one time. I don't think I've talked with them for a whole long time. Let me check out my Telegram. I feel like I deleted our Telegram because our Telegram message. There's me and Tom Crown. There's Bing X Creators. Okay, so there's Crypto Jack, Andex, Bleeding Crypto, Lisa, Chris Q, Crypto Wendy, Wasim. I got a contact from somebody from Stake. I think that's crypto gambling. I don't know if I felt comfortable doing that one. Crypto Mickey, Rocio. No, I don't think I have them. I don't have them anymore. I can reach out. I know exactly who introduced us together. It was Greg from Lux Algo. But see, all I'd be doing is doing swing trading, or I'd be doing some crazy day trading with altcoins, you know, some stuff like that. The worst crypto influencer is Austin Hilton. I have no idea. See, I don't even know who this person is. Who is who is this person? He has a lot of followers though. Let's see. Slowly gaining traction. I don't know much about the guy. These crypto AI plays will dominate. Oh, I wonder if the numbers were. Can I? Let me see what his things were. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Singularity. Oh, I already told you guys about that a long time ago. Render. We've already been talking about that. Fetch AI. We'll talk about that. I already own Ocean Protocol, Ethereum, Circle. Nope. Okay. I don't own Circle and I don't own Helium. So there is two right there that I don't know about. There we go. All right. Got this. Got the Lush. Politicians. I think Ocean's been good. My thing with Ocean is I didn't add enough money to it. So, oh, Ocean's on BYDFi. I should have added more money. Should have added more money into that sucker. And hey, Jose. Make sure I'm saying Jose. Yeah, that's probably the right name. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Ruby level. I appreciate it a lot. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. You know, always happy to help out a member. Hey, B-Way. Oh my God, Dogecoin was a force when it came to social media. I'll probably get those numbers again, but it's not going to be till we hit like euphoria spot for cryptocurrency. And I think what I'm doing now is, well, I'm doing a few things. I'm getting prepared to do a few more things. So basically, I'm talking with Opus Clip, and they're going to give me a bunch more hours. They were going to some expo events, so I wasn't able to get some. Basically, when it comes to these streams, all of these streams using AI is going to be pushed into short form content, so you can see like certain clips of it, and it'll be uploaded onto my onto this account here. On top of that, I'll be doing more just fun trading stuff here every now and again. That'll be good. But I think I just need to. No, it's not even so much like, what do you call it? I just think I need to have a little more energy during my streams. Not fake energy, but just not being tired because I stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, looking at apartments in Panama. Lots of complaints about censorship. Oh yeah, the old Twitter, that was a censorship place. I mean, you saw what happened with Google with their you can't the Google censorship right now. That just makes me laugh though. It just makes me laugh. You know, somebody got a little too zealous, and then they're probably gonna get in trouble for it. They'll fix it up, but what that does to society, really, like, what the heck is going on? Like, oh my God, this really is like, Google really is going after us. So it creates a whole bunch of different waves, whatever you want to call it, trickles. I see you, Loki. I see you. Crypto banter. I listened to him for 5 minutes. Total garbage. What is popular? Weird. Remember, YouTube does not give you guys necessarily value. What YouTube does is it says, hey, you've watched this video before, or this content right here. Let's see if you might also like this content. The reason why when I start doing these videos and I'm talking with you guys, and in the beginning of the videos, I say, hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a good day. And then I go up and say, can you please like, subscribe, and comment? All of those are engagements that gets the algorithm to say, hey, people are interested in this video. But on top of that, I say one more thing. I say, can you please watch the entire video? That's the most important thing. If you guys don't watch the whole video up until maybe the ad that's in the last like few seconds, if you guys don't watch that, YouTube isn't pushing it out to many people. And what I need to do is I need to make sure I get my thumbnail game. You saw the new thumbnail, so I'm trying to get better at it, figure out what exactly I like with it. But I need to get better thumbnails, and I need to do my part and make sure that my content keeps you guys watching for longer. Because, if I go over here and I go to maybe one of my videos. Oh, there we go. All right, let me go to the one from the last few days. It maybe had 410 likes or something, right? If I go down here, well, you can't see it. Okay, see more. You can see where people are dropping off and coming back down. I know it looks pretty weird in this view. But yeah, so I can watch and see exactly what people were happy about and what they didn't want to watch. And, I can try to change it up from there. But it's definitely difficult. Like, because I put out a video a while ago talking about AI. Can I find it? Profit from AI? No. Show all. So this video got 326 likes. It was back in December. 326 views. I got 1 subscriber from it. And basically it talked about five stocks and what not to trade. That's not the one I'm looking for. There's one that does crypto where I started talking about that type of stuff. But no, it's even YouTube's messing up with it. But yeah, and that one gave you guys Fetch AI way back, you know, back probably around this time of this video, like months ago. But I don't have a way of getting people to be really hooked in on it. And I think part of that is I have so many different ways of bringing in viewers to my channel. So I have shorts views, I have long live stream views like this, and the 24-hour live stream views with a whole other thing. And then I have videos. I think that most of you guys really enjoy seeing me in person, but when it comes to watching my content, there's not enough to keep you there for the whole time, right? And so that's what I'm working on right now, but it's just difficult. So I've been trying to figure out, like, if I go over here and I go to dashboard, and even see today, this video has 400 views in the first 6 hours and 8 minutes. That's better than normal. Everything right here is, I know you can see the little fireworks here barely. Everything is better than normal, which means I'm improving. But, you know, there's always room for an improvement. But there is a section over here in my analytics, and I go to research, right? So, no, audience, okay. And I can see what type of videos you guys watch, even the podcast that you guys watch. So you guys watch Altcoin Daily, Crypto, Crypto R Us, and Trade Hero. Live streams, you guys watch Forex Education Live, Bitcoin Live. I was just talking to Bitcoin Live a few days ago. Chart Prime, Forex Leah, and Crypto Mickey, who I know Crypto Mickey pretty well. But yeah, so I know what you guys are kind of watching here. It's just, you know, it's just trying to make your own thing. You guys watch Forex Leah, Forex Live, Chart Prime, Crypto S, Crypto Mickey, Crypto Banter, Million Moves, Forex Visit Live, you know. So the data is all kind of weird. And I think YouTube doesn't really know exactly who you guys are. So I think it has trouble every now and again. And actually, short SPY at 509. I don't know. It seems almost impossible to want to short anything to do with the stock market right now. It just seems like it keeps on wanting to go up and up and up. Around the 510 to 515 level, I think there's an opportunity. But I would wait for the momentum to start really shifting on the 4-hour chart before you really start going in for multi-day holds. That'll give you an opportunity for us to have a larger dip. If you see the market have one really bad day or two really bad days, I'd be out in a heartbeat, though. I'm not even going to try to hold on for a longer period of time than that, because we've seen over the past few months where the market may go down like a few percent in a few days. Then everybody's like, oh my God, the end is here, yada yada. Then all of a sudden we just start boosting back up again. Everybody's buying the dip, so it's a very hard market to go shorting into. But around that level, it should be a nice opportunity. If the 4-hour charts give you a bearish signal, it'd be fine to take that. If you can find a breakdown on the 4-hour chart, plus the change of character, you know, and then just see that level of resistance up there, it should be fine. See. And hey, Pablo, I mean, Discord is probably always the best way, or I think I have a link to the Telegram group down below. You could probably go to the Telegram group and then try to message me from there. That might also work. Because I'm trying to think. I should probably try to reach out to more people, go on the show and stuff like that. I don't know many. I don't talk to many streamers. I talk to a lot of people that make videos, but not necessarily streamers. Half of Austin's videos are him trying to sell his X1 algo. Oh yeah, I'm not really trying to sell anything here. As far as selling goes, I try to sell the exchanges that sponsor my channel. But I've never had any tidbits of saying, like, you know, I would say, I've never been afraid to say, hey, these people are sponsoring my channel, I guess you could say, right? But that's about it. People, I don't know. It's a weird type of environment for sure. But you know, every crypto person has their own way, and they're all trying to make as much money as possible, in order to, I don't know how you say, you know, not have to go back to working that 9 to 5 job. And hey Jose, that's how I found about your live, your channel, 24-hour stream. Happy surprise to see you in person. Yeah, it's nice. Back in the day, I used to only have one stream, and it was in my coming from my laptop, which is still in my my bonus room over there. I don't really use it too much because it's pretty much gone kaput. I pretty much fried that laptop by streaming 24/7 for so long on it. But now, you know, I invested in a nice computer, a nice camera, a nice microphone, nice little light thing, whatever that is, and that's usually working out pretty well. Normally, I've been wearing my glasses, though, so you notice I'm not wearing glasses today. I finally put my contacts on for a little bit. Don't really know why. Oh no, I took Loki on a walk, and it was actually sunny today, so I need to have sunglasses. That's why I have my contacts in. Oh, and hey, I'm happy to see you, my man. Same to you, Bills. What's right here? Okay, sorry. Making sure you, I was looking to see what your response was about the Telegram, and now I realized what it was. Ooh, my brain is frazzled today. It looks like Bitcoin's not really doing much here in the short term. Let's see. 4-hour. It still seems like we're coming back down, but it doesn't seem like much is happening right like actually this moment in time. 5-minute chart, come back up a teeny bit, change the character, gonna try to bounce up before moving back down a little bit more. But ultimately, I think we're in a good spot. Let me see right here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. You know, I was going to try to find some news today, but there really just wasn't much news that I liked. There was this moon landing thing. I thought it was interesting, but, you know, it wasn't something like financial. The Reddit news is pretty interesting. This is something I wanted to read more about, but I didn't get a chance to. I was actually laughing. I laughed at this because, see right underneath it? OpenAI CEO Sam Altman stands to net millions as Reddit goes public. It just says millions. I don't know why. Somewhere in my life, millions just did not become a large number to me. Billions is a large number. And I just started to chuckle to myself because I'm like, he's already worth a lot more because of what he has with OpenAI and stuff like that. But like net millions, it's like that's not a lot of money for like, you know, your company going through an IPO. You want to net billions. But anyway, going back to the Reddit page right here. Reddit files to list IPO on New York Stock Exchange under the ticker RDDT. Personally, I may buy some of this just to see where it goes, but I'm not going to be doing much with it in the long term. I'm not even going to be dollar cost averaging it. I think I just want to see if it does make money down the road. It's raised about $1.3 billion in funding and has a post valuation of $10 billion, according to the deal tracking service PitchBook. Same type of value that you see from Robinhood, right? I think that over time their ad system will be a little bit better. Maybe they can kind of fix up their website a little bit more to make it more user friendly. But I think overall it's a pretty good website, and I hope it does well. Let's see. Reddit said it had $804 million in annual sales for 2023, up 20% from $666.7 million it brought up in the previous year. According to the filing, the social networking company's core business is reliant on online advertising sales stemming from its website and mobile app. You know, so it's one gigantic ad service. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's just we see it all the time. Oh yeah, they talk about here Meta, Google, and Alphabet, or Google Alphabet, same thing. More than 100,000 communities, 73 million daily average users. You know, 267 million average weekly unique users. So, excuse me. So, about a week, it looks like they have about 267 million people checking it out. So that's a pretty good number. Hopefully they can do some good with it. But I'm not going to go too heavy into this. I don't like having too much exposure to advertising dollars. I already have enough money tied up in, you know, Meta and Google and stuff like that. 'Cause remember Google, as it's Google owns YouTube, so advertisers, you know, they make a lot of money there too, or they make a lot of money from advertisers. Not crazy amount, but they make a decent amount from YouTube and advertisers. If we stay above the 50,400 for the close of the week, I'm still happy. I see you. What do you want? What do you want? But what do you call it? I think it's, yeah, I think you're correct about that. It would be nice just to hold. even if we go through a consolidation over the next few days, as long as we close above, maybe 48,000 or so, I'd be content. But 50,000, oh, that'd be the cream of the crop, basically. Yeah, no worries, Desert Geek. Have a good rest of your night. Loki's over. Loki, what are you doing? No, stop stuff. I'm not playing with him, so he keeps on trying to grab stuff for me to play with him with. And so he's like, he grabbed a towel, but I don't want him to bite a towel. He has like a ball over here and a rope over here, but he chooses to grab the towel because he knows I don't want him to grab the towel. Okay, there we go. I think right now, guys, Bitcoin's doing okay. Let's go check out some of these other stuff. Ethereum had a little bit more of a dip, but you see the same type of thing here. A little bit of a sell-off. Amp's moving back up a little bit. That's nice to see, but they're still down a little bit. Ape token, Arbitrum, see a lot of the same moves happening right now. But yeah, XRP, whatever happened to this thing? I just don't know. It's been dormant for such a long time. Nothing great's been happening with this bad boy. I wonder if I can go back over here. If I go over to CoinDesk and I search, do they have a search button? There it is. What's going on with XRP? What's going on with it? There was a hack. Binance freezes 4.2 million XRP tokens stolen from Ripple's executive wallet. No, it's not. Yeah, I just don't see much news happening with them. I just don't know what they're doing right now. So this is back in November 6th, and that's how much news they really had. There wasn't really much news going on. XRP spikes 10% as several institutions adopt Ripple services. That's nice. Solana avalanche tumble. Okay. Amid fake BlackRock. Yeah, the XRP scandal. Okay. Just not much going over here. I don't know. I am hoping that XRP can really get it together, though. Let's see. And hey, Fidelio. Hello, Michael. I recently found your channel. I just wanted to say you have the perfect voice for crypto. You're like a doctor with a really good bedside manners. I used to take care of my mom for a long time. But yeah, I appreciate it. I try my best to kind of help people out here as best I can. I think things are getting better as far as my channel overall, and that's making me much happier about it. But now it's just kind of, consistently going at around the same times here every now and again. And, finding more sponsors, because the more sponsors I get, the more money I can reinvest into the channel. And if I can get like maybe another sponsorship, so I think I'm going to have another exchange sponsor me for next month, but I think it's going to be a 1 month thing where they want to test out the waters and stuff. And usually when they do that, they're kind of more fickle and whatnot. But what I want to do is if I can get another long-term partner with the stream, I am going to try to open up 2 more 24/7 streams. And I think one of them, I don't know. I think one of them might be an AI token stream where you have Ajax, RNDR, GRT, and Fetch AI, maybe like on the quad. And then the other one might just be something else. I don't know what. Not really entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure just yet. But I do want to get 2 more streams humming and rolling here, which will be pretty fun. And as far as that, I'm not really sure what else I need to be investing in right now. But whatever it is, I'll figure it out down the road. Bro, give us a Loki shot real quick. Let's see. Why is this driving me nuts? He's over here chewing on my ball. Loki. Oh. Loki up. You're a good boy. Up. Where's Loki at? Uh-oh, where'd he go? Damn, trying to climb me. I don't see Loki anywhere. Maybe I'll have to go outside by myself. What do you want to take a bath? Loki. Pretend like I'm a blind guy. Loki. 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 What happened to you? Oh, you grabbed it? Okay, you won. Good boy. Yeah, he was not a fan of me ignoring him. He hates when I ignore him. Let's go over here. Hold on a second, guys. My mouse has just been freaking killing me. Is that working a lot better? Okay, that's fine. Looks like Jon Snow's dog. He's pretty fun. He's pretty what do you want to call him? Energetic dog. Very, very, very energetic. Shiba Inu. I don't remember the last time we talked about Shiba Inu. Do I even still have it on my watch list? I think I do, right? Or did I get rid of it? No, there it is. Shiba Inu. There you go. Looks a lot like Bitcoin. Looks a lot like Dogecoin here, where it's been having this really slow grind up. This still seems to be something that you're just going to buy and you're going to have to hold for a while here. If you want to see it make something of a larger profit. Like right now it's at 949. I'm not even going to say the zeros. It's at 949. It just had a golden cross here. Last golden cross didn't do squat for it, so I'm not really hoping for like a crazy thing happening here. However, what you are seeing are some nice higher lows, and you're seeing this channel form at this moment in time. Not even a channel, it's a, nice little triangle there. And you're basically consolidating within these. We recently had a smaller breakout from here to here. This one I thought was pretty interesting because it did lead to a small, 2-week move. That's it. However, you go back and look at the larger picture. This doesn't seem like it's going anywhere until it really starts to break above this level over here around 1217 or so. And so, as far as I'm concerned, if you have anything below that level, eventually once the market gets to a really cool level where we're going to be having those altcoin seasons, that's where we go whoosh, and that's where we have that larger swing that takes you up for some nice profit. But I will remind you, though, at this point, if we start going up to those next levels of resistance, 66%, up here is 86%, up here towards the order block, 219%, you're still at a relatively good level because it hasn't really broken out to go to such a crazy level. But the market cap is still relatively high. It's not nearly as much as it used to be, like number... Yeah, it's at number 17 right now. So, it's not going to go tens of thousands of percent up, but it should still be a nice little, boom, we've done a good type of play here through the, you buy low, you sell high. It's still something that's low. So, you're going to get more bang for your buck than some of those other tokens that have already ride up quite a bit that also have similar market caps. Ideally, but sometimes that, doesn't come to fruition. There we go. All right. Have I talked about Jasmine? We talked about it yesterday, and yeah, I thought it did have a little bit more room to run, but that was yesterday. I don't know about today, honestly. Let me check it out and give you my opinion here. Yeah, it only ran up a little bit more. So since we started talking about it yesterday, it had that smaller breakout, and then it went up. It got smacked back down, unfortunately, today. So, or later in the afternoon. Let's do a few things here. Not a crazy amount of resistance right here. So this might be something where you see it go on maybe a little bit more next week, just from like a weekly chart perspective. Let me go over here though. There's like no resistance for this thing as far as I'm concerned. There we go. Looks like it does have some resistance up here around like pretty much like 2 cents basically. So it could run up from there and that would still give you a pretty decent return. That's up here towards 31% profit. Not bad. It might be easier to wait for the next breakout though. So there's a few opportunities I would say. You got these shorter ones. These ones are more of day trades where you're looking at a, it coming not all the way back up here, but somewhere in the middle between this order block and where you're buying it right here on this potential breakout that could happen next hour or so, but you're not really hoping for it to make a new high. It's something more of a day trade right now. I would like to see it consolidate for maybe another 6 to 10 hours before I want to go in for maybe something more of a swing trade. Because right now on the 4-hour chart, it might just bounce off or even break down below the 20 on the 4-hour chart. That's why I'd feel more inclined to try to buy for something a little bit larger. Because usually in these situations, you would see it come down and have a little bit of a longer consolidation, still break out, and again, you'd still make a profit selling from buying from here and selling right there. But that larger breakout move would probably take a little bit longer consolidation, and that's kind of where you want to be buying in for something of a heavier move. So I think over the next few weeks it has an opportunity, but I'd wait for that consolidation to kind of pan out. And again, this is just a 4-hour chart. It's not a daily chart, so it's not like you're waiting for days and days. This is Saturday, so a couple days away, but not like weeks and stuff like that. Yeah, it still seems fine. I'm a little bit more eerie since Bitcoin's trying to do something right now. I pretty much wait for Bitcoin to say, hey, we're not breaking down, and then you'd feel it'd be a lot easier to kind of go gung-ho into it. Because now Bitcoin's trying to consolidate, trying to find a way to go higher, and it's just kind of not having that nice upward move that you would expect it to at this point. But again, we're just kind of hovering around the support right here. Hopefully Bitcoin can try to hold and then have that nicer move, break out here, and maybe not necessarily go sky high, but at least stagnate back over here to kind of around $51,600, $700. No worries, Shad. Happy to help you. I have about 10K Jasmine. Have your stop losses in order, but you're doing some really good profit right now. Some really, really good, nice profit right now. Let's see. Oh no, it's at 10,000 Jasmine. Okay. It's still good. There's still decent profit though from a percentage standpoint. All right. AMP is down a little bit today. It had a really good run up though on the 15-minute chart, so this thing's just consolidating. I might look at this one too. This one could be interesting. BNB's been on a tear, but it looks like it's coming back down a little bit here. Matic. It did spike to about $1.06 here. That's pretty nice to see. Yeah, it even made a new cycle high. FTM, Gala, GTC. Spell tokens down after having a really nice day. Huh. R&DR is still trying to make a push here after that last breakout. Let's get rid of this old breakout here. Yeah, R&DR is trying to make a push. This might be something of a day trade for people to look at. This is the 5-minute chart. Nice little breakout there. It's going to retest the support, probably bounce up for a little bit if we're lucky, and then hopefully try to consolidate and go higher. But overall, this is a pretty nice play right now. We talked about Wild Token. This is coming down like a rock, though. This thing is been doing some work here, so that's understandable. Ajax looks like it wants to go up, but I'm really hoping it has the follow through. This 4-hour chart, consolidating. Please break out. If not, we're going to be coming all the way back down to like 62 cents, 63 cents. It's going to be heartbreaking. Going to be heartbreaking. Going to be like a 10% down day plus. Yeah, at least for some of these AI tokens, which is not abnormal for sure. Which is not abnormal, but we don't want to see it go down. I have a lot of money invested in AI tokens. Maybe if I'm lucky, all the money I make off of my this Faradesk account that I've made, that I have a long-term portfolio that I made, maybe it'll pay for all my rent from when I'm in Panama for a year, maybe 2. That could be kind of nice, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Right now, it only has a value of I have an available balance of 1,700. Probably close to like $8,000 or something, which would not even cover my rent here in America for a year, but I can try. Especially if things go altcoin season, I think I'll be in a good spot there. Let's see, why is my phone going crazy? Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I really want to see if this is going to break down or not. I'm being patient with it, but it's not doing anything right now. Let's see over here. Okay. While we're waiting for Bitcoin, let's go back over here. Let's get out of this. Is there any actual crypto news going on at this moment in time? No, it's Reddit news, right? Stocknet jumps. BNB price climbs. Oh, here's something. This happened. This came out today. Bitcoin ETF net inflow is slow to a trickle as price flattens. Well, that's to be expected, but so inflows into the 10 spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs dropped to a 2-week low on Wednesday. With the group attracting only about a net 500 Bitcoin, some 25.5 million. That's a weird way to phrase it. Data collected from the issuer's website shows that's at least since February 6th, when funds saw roughly 100 million. Oh, that's the least since February 6th. The way they phrase this, it feels like it's all AI. When this, you guys can't hear this, right? Yeah, you guys can. Let me pause that. In the 5 days ended in February, and it, Jesus, yeah, 16th, for instance, net inflows averaged about 7,000 Bitcoin a day, roughly 350 million worth. That's because Bitcoin was going up. That's all? Oh, geez, that was a whole bunch of bull. I don't know. The people they have here, I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just kind of like riding for maybe a few pennies here and there, and they might be able to put in an affiliate link every now and again. And then, they just get all the ads from this type of stuff. Ooh, that was not pleasant to read at all. All right, let's go over here. So I'm trying to find out if anything's actually happening, but I don't think it is. The stock market's flat for the most part. Nothing there. Nothing here, nothing here. Okay. Last 1 hour, is anything up? No, nothing's up. Everything's down. File tokens up a teeny bit. Alt, Bitcoin Gold, API 3 seem to be making some decent moves. XAI is doing fine. Oh, XAI is still going up. Okay, I bought some of that. Hang on, where did I buy that at? Crypto.com or something? But yeah, seems like we're doing okay. Oh, we finally might actually have a move down here. Okay, let's wait and see how this works out. And if you guys can, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Comment anything. It keeps the stream going. Like, literally, comments keep the stream going. It could even be emojis. You could spam emojis if you wanted to. Just for the fun of it. Nobody will time you out or something like that. Let's go check out the 15-minute chart, though, very fast. It looks like we're here. Let's add this short-term line here. Basically, your short-term support. I wonder if we'll actually get pushed down below it or not. It's over here for myself. 1-minute chart. Yeah, it's not too bad so far. It didn't really pop as much higher as I thought it would. I thought it might come up here before eventually coming down. But we are starting to break down below this level of support. Coming back down here. 5-minute chart. Oh, it's bouncing off the order block. Oh my God, just fall down below it. Let's see. There we go. All right, make sure to move there. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate it. Couldn't Solana hold $100? Probably not. I mean, like here. Let's find it out very fast as we kind of wait for this to go. Where the heck is Solana? I feel like I need to make this larger for my eyes. I haven't had to use contacts in such a long time that now I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, feel old. Actually, it's because there's a freaking bright light above my head that makes me skew everything. I know I have it, but I don't know where it's at, so. Alright. So right now, as far as Solana is concerned, it's like a lot of altcoins right now. You're basically seeing the same generic breakdown. Oscillators, everything is pointing negative over the past few days after the day of the breakdown. So we had a negative change of character right here, or you can even say right here off of this. We broke down below the 20-day moving average. We also have the breakdown. MACD is bearish, stochastic is bearish, and the RSI is bearish. To me, you might find some support slightly below the 100, but I don't think it's necessarily going to hold the 100. I think it might even fall back down here towards 96, 98. I'd be looking to buy more down here. On the 4-hour chart, you're seeing a squeeze happen at this point. So I would say it's maybe if it can hold here around the 101 level, you might be able to get it back up here, back up to 107. But even then, you're still going to have a little bit of an issue that deals with trying to break out on this. So basically, you're probably not going to get too bullish until you have this breakout. Until then, you're just waiting to find that good support level. It's probably going to be slightly below $100 at this point. Unless Bitcoin can really hold this support, and then maybe it'll get that little bit of a pump. You're seeing bears try to push Bitcoin down a little bit. I don't think it's necessarily a terrible thing, but it will give you a refresher to buy up a lot of these altcoins for cheaper prices, buy Bitcoin for cheaper prices, before possibly Bitcoin tries to, again, get back up to a new cycle high, and maybe try to tackle $55,000, $56,000. That's that next block of resistance that we're going to have to be worried about here. And thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. And Louis, as always, thank you very much. Yo. Hope you're doing well, Trav. Can I get a little tea on shipping? I've been holding it for quite a bit of time. Sold some luck and profit. Let me see what this is. Coinbase should do the trick. This reminds me of a few other tokens, like almost like AMP, where they've been sitting for a while and they finally have their move up. At this point in time, though, you're pretty much hitting an old level of resistance, and it's just having a little bit of trouble, dealing with it. I would still say, see if it can actually close above this 0.0072 level at this point in time. I made a mistake when I was just talking a few seconds ago, and I said it got rejected. It hasn't been rejected from this. I was looking at what happened back over there. But maybe the hourly chart. Well, the 15-minute chart is just volatile as hell, isn't it? Yeah, wow. Wait, how much did it go up? It went up 32%, then crashed 18%, and then started to soar even higher. I mean, it's so hard to have a stop loss with something like that, so you might have to somebody have to eyeball it. But yeah, you are going to see some resistance a little bit higher right now. Looks like you're at 0.069. 0.72 seems like it'd be a little bit of resistance. I wouldn't be selling everything right there. I would actually, if you want to sell some, you can for like lock in more profits. That's fine. But I would still have some on the table to see if it consolidates and breaks out, or even if it just manages to keep on popping and breaking out. I think with the momentum it has right now after this longer consolidation, I would give it the benefit of the doubt to see if it goes actually higher. But I would still try to lock in some profit. So no matter what happens, you know that you're going to be able to sell a good chunk of this, maybe back over here around 0.06006. I still think you'd be looking at some nice moves right there. But it looks like it's still doing fine. Nothing wrong with it at this point. Just a little bit of resistance, but I would give it the benefit of the doubt here. What do you think about Doge with the building supply? It will hit all-time... Oh, all-time high? Yeah. Right now, I think it's still possible just because of the amount of people and the amount of money still out there to go into Dogecoin and the way it likes to go parabolic out of nowhere. I think with Dogecoin, it goes back to like why I don't have like a $5 price target for it, or an $8 or even a $4 price target. Why my price target for Dogecoin right now is kind of between maybe $1 to $1.50 at the highest. It may go higher. But I'm always a little bit more I don't know. Just because of all the tokens they have out there. It's definitely a valid point, but I still think it'll probably get up to some pretty good levels. It'll be the year of the dollar, basically, whereas the Dogecoin finally hit $1. I think a lot of people out there that maybe if you traded Dogecoin during the last cycle, I don't expect many people to actually hold much Dogecoin unless it's unless they're trying to hold it for something of like a very long-term type of thing. Dogecoin, after this cycle, when it hits like Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs and Dogecoin's hitting $1 plus, as soon as I start to see that weakness from Bitcoin like we see every cycle, I'm probably not going to be holding too much Dogecoin left, except for in the long-term portfolios that I have. And then from there, I'll see where it goes. But the dump we experienced like over 2021, 2022, I'm like, I'll hold some just because, it's a memento of, how this channel started. But I'm not necessarily going to be holding as much as I did this last cycle. Oh my God, you're just something else, aren't you? He's trying to get me to play fetch with him with a ball. But yeah, it's definitely makes it much more challenging, which is why I hope eventually they will stop making so many coins. They need to stop it. It would, Dogecoin's price would probably be up to like 20 or 25 cents right now if it wasn't for all the new, tokens and stuff. I think they have it built into the roadmap that it will eventually stop. And so I do think it'll be useful like really far down the line. But again, that's why it's had a long-term portfolio, and that's a long-term process, like at least 2026, 2027 at least maybe. So, still good, but it's gonna take some time. Let's see right here. You're not, yeah, dude. You got to learn from the. We got to learn, man. We got to definitely learn. What do I think about IMX? I mean, it had a breakout a while ago. That was a good trade. This last trade over here was also a good trade on IMX. At this point, you're seeing it kind of slow down a little bit. I would pretty much be about 90% out of this position if you're swing trading. If you're long-term investing, you're just fine to keep on holding. But it looks like right now it wants to have a little bit more of a consolidation that maybe takes us back down here to maybe the about $3 or so. Maybe I might buy around there, but it really depends on what Bitcoin's doing. This thing needs to consolidate. It needs to relax a little bit, and I'd be more happy to buy the next breakout. These breakouts are pretty consistent. Breakout here, plus all the buy signals, right? Plus a change of character from here to here. You're looking pretty good. Goes higher. Back over here, again, a breakout, change of character, buy, change of character to me, goes higher. It's pretty consistent. But right now, I would be mostly out of this swing trade, and I'd be hoping for another opportunity. If you're looking to buy in the short term, you're going to see this probably break down here over the next few hours. Like maybe by Saturday, it might be a little bit lower. I would buy this next dip that comes along where you try to hold maybe around $3. I'd be much more likely to buy that. If you're looking to maybe see if it gets a little bit more of a dip, that I would say is more questionable just because we don't know how far Bitcoin's going to drop, if it drops at all. And I would just really just wait for the breakout to occur sometime, maybe Sunday or Monday. And that's where I would be like, okay, here we go. Boom, let's try to play this out. Day trading, momentum is really not on your side, so I don't want to try to do a double bottom here, but or even a triple bottom here. I think it's okay to be a little bit cheaper here, but just be careful if you've already bought in a position. It may take a little bit of time before it really starts to make you some money there. What is worst case this cycle for what token? Dogecoin? Oh, worst case, I don't know. I would expect the worst case for Dogecoin is that maybe only goes up to like 80 cents or something. My range is pretty specific on Dogecoin. It should have a really big parabolic move. The worst case to me isn't even so much that Dogecoin won't go high, because I'm pretty confident it will. It's that it'll go high, but it'll only go high for maybe a period of a month, and then that'll be the whole altcoin season, and it'll just like start crashing after that. And so we won't have like a multiple weeks and months, type of build up like we had last time, where people can buy low, people, keeps on going up and up and up. By the time Bitcoin pumps, it'll kind of do that same thing where it pumps into a Bitcoin dump, and then Bitcoin will just cause it to come back down. That's my big fear when it comes to Dogecoin right now. Not so much that it's just not going to go high. It's just that, it's going to go really high, and then I'm going to have to like rush to my computer because I'm going to have to sell exactly at that one price target, because I'm afraid that, it won't be high for too long, and I want to be able to lock in those profits. There's Loki's ball. Oh no, where did Loki go? Yeah. Ow, you bit my finger. That hurt. Trying to go for the ball, bit my little finger. All right. But okay, buddy, I'm going to end the stream right now. It was a good 2.5 hour stream with everybody. I think I'm really enjoying these longer streams. Now, tomorrow I am not probably going to I'm going to stream because tomorrow's Friday Night Crypto. I'm going to stream with you guys for probably from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And I think I might go to the lounge because I haven't been to a lounge in a while to go smoke a cigar. And I'll smoke a cigar with you guys before I go too. Saturday, I think I'm taking off. Sunday, I think I'm taking off from streaming too, unless we see something crazy with the market. And of course, if the market does something crazy on my day off, I always go live because I have no life besides, cleaning right now. So, you can expect that. I'm going to be doing a lot more daily videos where I give you guys just little quick updates about what I'm thinking about going on. It won't be anything technical. It'll just be like me talking like I've been doing. If you guys can, please make sure to subscribe when you hit those buttons if you guys haven't subscribed already, or better yet, subscribe now. But if you like a video and you watch the entire video and you will comment a lot on the videos and just comment again with each other. You don't have to say, hey, Michael, I see you. If you comment and talk with other people, I think it goes a long way to help out the YouTube channel, I think. So I'll be asking that of you guys if you want. There's not really a requirement. You can't watch my channel if you guys don't do it. But if you want to support, you definitely can do that. And I'll be reminding you guys if you want to that maybe over the next week. And I'll see if the numbers improve. And if they do, with everybody doing that, I'll be like, hey, you guys helped me out a lot. Let's see if we can keep doing it. And if you guys don't want to comment, it's totally fine. But I'm going to ask you. Nonetheless, I'm going to ask. So, see you guys a little bit later. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. And Jose is saying 60K this weekend. I would really love if that were to happen because I could really use 60K Bitcoin. See, even at 60K Bitcoin, I'm not selling, but it would be a good for a day.